Bet you weren't expecting me to come from the side, now were you? Hi, I'm Reese, I live in Winter Springs, Florida, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through one of the most memorable experiences I've had to date. So if you saw my discussion post, one of the things that I mentioned is I work as an assistant at a music therapy studio, and the main thing that I help with is when we do our musical theater programs. We have our biggest one during the summer, which runs from the beginning of June all the way through the first few days of August, the last day being our performance. So we work that entire time practicing everything. And way back in the distant year of 2019, I did my first summer performance with them, and our show that time was Aladdin. We ran about a 2.5-hour show, and I was responsible for the backstage of tech crew. If you don't know what tech crew is, that is with any kind of production, be it theater, show, movie, whatever, you are doing all the set stuff, you're checking mics and sound, you're doing lights, cameras, all that fun stuff. So I was in charge of the backstage, and that meant with over 20 campers in a space pretty much a little bigger than these doors here was what we had to move around backstage. When I tell you guys, I did not stop moving for probably 10 seconds at a time the entire time. Now, the worst part was our backdrops, because they were hand-painted scenery for 3 scenes, and we had 3 things set up on a rotating thing, so basically formed a triangle. They were not easy to rotate, and we were rotating them pretty much every single scene. If you want an idea of how big these boards were for the backdrops, they were not small. They were from the floor all the way to almost like 20-ish feet tall. So imagine trying to move those pretty much every couple minutes with that tiny space with a bunch of people running around. Exhausting, right? The other things that I was doing is I was constantly running cues, turning mics on and off as people were in through, costume changes, all that. So by the time we were finally at curtain close, I could breathe, I could relax. Everything we worked for the entire summer was over. We had the best time, and I do it all again in a few more weeks. So, here's the thing. I wouldn't give it up for anything. It is exhausting. I'm so tired. It's the most workout that I get besides doing a specific 30-minute workout. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's one of the best experiences that I ever have. And with that performance being the first one I did with the summer, that was obviously the best one. I've done more since, but first one, always the best. Had the most fun, regardless of how tedious it was. It's so worth it. Anyway, I'm a little biased, but tech crew definitely deserves way more recognition with what we do. So, while that was one of the most memorable experiences of my life, I'm going to leave you the note that the next time you're watching something, think about what the actors and all their effort they've put in, yes, but also think of the tech crew and what they've done to keep everything running. Thank you.